Life in the old castle. Happy times them were. The people were all so much friendlier. Oh, and how we feasted. And courted the fair maidens as well. There was work, of course, sharpening our minds. Making us strong. But mainly, I remember it as a happy time. Oh yes, and then there were the neighbors.
Hey anyone, I'm Hawk, and today I want to talk about Stronghold. So Stronghold came out in 2001, but the gameplay you're going to see today is from the Definitive Edition, which came out in 2023, if I remember right. And I just want to talk about why I think it's a great game, how I'm excited for the remaster of its sequel that was just recently announced, and why I think you should play it, and if you haven't, you're definitely doing yourself a disservice. So what is Stronghold? Stronghold was developed by Firefly Studios. The series is still ongoing to this day. They've made quite a few entries, kind of up and down on quality, but it's a studio and a game series that's very near to my heart. I've loved this game since I could tickle plastic. My mom actually bought this game for herself when I was younger, and I wound up just kind of picking it up and playing it way more than she ever got the opportunity to, and it's kind of become something that's well known for everybody that I know, because if you know me, you know that I love Stronghold. Stronghold has a couple different game modes, my favorite of which being the campaign. But there's your campaign, there's the siege trials or trails, where you go through different increasingly difficult sieges. There's the free build mode, a couple different economic campaigns. There's a lot there, there's something there for everybody. It unfortunately does not have a skirmish mode. That is something that I know all of us who play this game have been asking for since the Definitive Edition was released, but because the code is a little shaky, I guess, it's not really possible to add a skirmish mode to this game, so that's fine now, because Firefly Studios announced the remaster of Stronghold Crusader, which is this game's sequel, and it has a skirmish mode, and everybody who loves Stronghold is shitting their pants with excitement at that one. But even though it doesn't have a skirmish mode, the best thing about this game, in my opinion, is the campaign. Second best to that would be the free build mode. And in the free build mode, you basically do whatever you want. You make your castle, and if you want to just focus on making the castle and worrying about, logistics and your food and supplies and whatnot, build up the walls, make it look pretty. If that's all you want to do, you could do just that. But you could also order these attacks to happen, and you can control how small or large they are, and you could test what you've created. You could wind up making your units and throwing them at other units. It's a free mode. You do whatever you want, really. There's also a really good map editor, and a lot of people have made some really, really good maps for the different game modes. And it does have a multiplayer element, I believe. The original did. I think this one does. Not my thing, so that's why I don't know for sure. But no matter what you're looking for in a castle builder sim, there's something for everybody here. My favorite thing about Stronghold outside of the campaign is, which the campaign is super campy and cheesy in the best way possible, but my favorite thing outside of the campaign is its it has this charm. I think it's a mixture of the art style, the like pixelated kind of spritey graphic style, and the music and the dialogue and the little voice lines that you hear from everybody. You could click on people in your castle and they say different things, like they'll complain about taxes, or they'll talk about going to work. They'll say that they're happy about the food, or they're asking for stuff. It's just, this game oozes charm, and I don't think that translated very well into the 3D games that they made later. And I really hope that with whatever Firefly Studios is working on next, they'll be able to capture that charm again. Because it's been a long time, and this game still holds up in every conceivable way to this day. And I think that charm is a really, really big part of why. Also, I can't talk about the original Stronghold without talking about the music. My God, was the music in this game beautiful, and it has been stuck in my head since the very first time I played it. Just listen to some of this. Even if you don't play the game, I definitely recommend just looking up the music for Stronghold, the original Stronghold, and just listening to all of it that you can find. Every track in this game, every line of dialogue in this game, everything that every peasant says in this game will be living in my head rent-free until the day I die, and I have no problem with that. If anything that I've said sounds interesting and you haven't played Stronghold before, or if the gameplay that I've put up seems interesting, I definitely recommend checking this game out. It's one of my favorite games ever made. It's hard for me to pick favorites normally, but I mean, if I had to pick my favorite colony castle type builder game, my favorite RTS even, I think Stronghold would probably be there. Stronghold 1 and Crusader, I should say, because they're both on par, in my opinion, but nothing really captures the spirit and the vibe and the feel of the original Stronghold, and I don't think anything ever will. So definitely check this out. It's usually pretty cheap on Steam. It goes on sale sometimes. Just if you want to buy it on sale, get it on sale. I support Firefly Studios, and I think you should support them too, because they're a genuine and open studio that has been nothing but transparent with the fans, especially recently, and I think that they deserve anything you could give them. So buy this game if you're interested, and let us know what you think.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Give us a like if you enjoyed it, and dislike it if you didn't.
Let us know what you think about the channel.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Tell your mom.